Yeah, a couple guys, starters. We want to get all the starters waiting for an opportune time. Obviously, not a good time when you lose a football game, but the guys are learning how to practice, learning what we want out of the defense. This game, not doing their own stuff. Everybody's kind of playing within the defense, so it was a good time to get the starters in the black shirts.
The new black shirts?
The starting guys that didn't have them so far was Trey Neal, Lamar, and the Davis brothers. The Davis brothers, even though one of them may or may not be a starter, they're playing just as many reps as everybody on defense and probably been the most productive. So.
Lamar obviously had one, lost it, and got it back. What did you see from him over the past couple of weeks that made him deserving to get that on?
Yeah, same thing with Lamar. He's doing the things off the field we want him to do. Embracing the culture that Coach Frost is creating, embracing his job in the defense and some of the technique. One thing we've been focused on him with is he's been in phase a lot of the football games. We've seen a lot of penalties because he's not looking at the ball, not using proper technique. In the past game, he was in phase. He looked for the football. He made plays on the football. So we felt like he's trying to do things the right way. He's improving steadily. We felt like we wanted to get him in one. Obviously, two big plays we didn't like, the throwback, and to be honest with you, both plays easily correctable. On the throwback, we didn't have the right check out for that formation. It shouldn't have mattered if it was wildcat throwback or not. The long screen, we had the wrong fit. It's just like a perimeter run. 3 in the fit overran it, and that screwed up 2 in the fit. But other than that, guys were pretty assignment sound. Guys ran the ball, guys tackled. We created a turnover when we needed to, a couple big stops on 4th down. And I guess the biggest thing, we got put in bad positions a couple times, field position, which happens. That's football. But the difference was this game, the guys said, guys, this is our chance. This is our chance. This is a challenge. Let's go get this thing. And it wasn't me out there saying it was the guys. So they're embracing what it takes to be a good defense. We're not a great defense yet by far. We have a long ways to go, but they're starting to embrace the things that make you a good defense. Closer. We're not. We have a country mile to go, but closer. Definitely closer. What has to happen to get there is, we can't give up silly plays by we're tired, not making the right check. We're tired, losing technique. The pass rush guys, you watch the pass rush, and while we don't have a great pass rush yet, it's still one guy does it right on this rep, the other 3 guys don't. Then the other 3 guys do it right, and he doesn't. So the pass rush works together with the coverage. The coverage works with the pass rush, and I don't think we've got it all dialed up yet. The one time we did, we got a sack. But we still need to get all 11 players, one team, one heartbeat, everybody beating the same drum, everybody playing together. So not a complete game yet, no, by far. Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of the beast with this system, right? If you're and I'm sure the offensive guys will tell you the same thing. If we're not getting stops and they're scoring, it becomes a boat race, and I don't want to be in that. If we're getting stops and they're not scoring, then it becomes a deal where we're playing a lot of plays, and it becomes a shot where the other offense gets a lot of looks at us, gets to kind of control the game, and that's not what we want. But this game, we got some stops early. Offense was scoring like crazy. They were doing an unbelievable job, and that's kind of how the whole system works. Oh, they came off great today. Today was a great deal for them. I think they need to know they're embracing the fact that we're not taking a day off because I think Bethune-Cookman's a good football team. They better think that Bethune-Cookman's a good football team because they are. We're taking a day off because this should have been their bye week, and Coach Frost is trying to get their bodies back a little bit because we have a long run to come ahead.
How valuable is a guy like JoJo knowing to play almost every safety position in the secondary and now outside linebacker this week?
Yeah, it's great to have JoJo back. We don't have to teach somebody a new position now. You can make him that nickel Sam guy, and he can learn that position. So when somebody goes 10 personnel, if we want to stay closer to base to defend the run a little better, he can jump in there at outside backer and be a good coverage guy for us. And then if we want to play nickel, he can play that spot too. So it's valuable to have a guy like that.
For him to come back after 2 straight ACL injuries, get to this point, what does that say about him as a person?
Oh, I think early he was early he was obviously beat down a little mentally because of it, but he's really done a good job of wanting to get back, wanting to contribute, learning the defense, knowing what he has to do in practice, and also he's going to help us tremendously on special teams.
That kickoff return, they had Erik chase the guy down. You show that to the defense and say
Every single one, like the screen, Trey Neal chased it down too. The thing is, I know you guys hear NFLs talk about gap plays, game-altering plays, right? We don't know when one's going to happen. Erik Lee chases that thing down. They get the ball in the 12 instead of a score. We go first down. They get 2 yards. Second down, we get an interception. That's a game-altering play. And so his effort put us in a position to make that play, and that can't be overlooked, whether it's defense, whether it's offense, whether it's special teams. One of the best plays I saw out there, and I don't even know if it got reviewed on film just from the sideline, was Maurice got tackled from behind. He was kind of holding the ball out there, and he was going down. Stanley Morgan saw it, kind of wrapped him up, and ushered him to the ground. That stuff right there is championship football. That stuff that's huge. Not letting it get a fumble when somebody's in a bad position. Not letting it score when it could easily score. So I think that's a huge play for us.
What challenges did they present?
Yeah, so they're going to present some of the same challenges as our own offense does. They're going to spread the field. They get an 11 personnel, 12 personnel, 10 personnel. They run the RPO games. I think their quarterback does a nice job. He can throw the football, and he's pretty slippery when he wants to run it. They've scored points on everybody. They're I don't know what they're averaging, but I looked through the scores, and it's 25, 30 on just about everybody. So I think this is a good football team we're playing. It's going to be a good game for everybody to watch, and we got to be assignment sound.